Hey, what's going on everyone? My name's Nilan and welcome back to my channel. As promised, today we're going to be talking about how I got started in the film and TV industry. So I'll probably start with why I wanted to be involved in this industry in the first place. As a kid I didn't really watch many films. I mean, the first time I went to the cinema was to go and see The Scorpion King, so that should sort of tell you the sheltered life that I was living. Yeah, I didn't really watch many films, but I used to read a lot of books. Obviously Harry Potter is one of my favourites, and I actually started writing a book. Embarrassingly to say, I got 8 chapters in and then I realised that it was literally Harry Potter but a school for secret agents, and then obviously I gave that up, but it definitely ignited my love of writing and creating stories. So at school in A-level year I teamed up with my friends and we started making short films. We started with remakes. We did a 60-second remake of Casino Royale with a very talented actor playing James Bond. And we also remade the Jason Bourne trilogy, but I'll speak about that more in my video series Director's Chair. Then I went off to uni. It weren't that great, but the one thing the experience did make me realise was that I need to get myself on a film set as soon as possible. That's a lot easier said than done, and when I left uni I started doing work experience at various film companies. I did work placements for 2 weeks each at Vertigo Films, Revolution Films, Full 73 and Working Title Films. Overall I enjoyed the experience with each company, but I wanted to get a real sense of what it was like to be on a real film set, so I heard that the best way of doing that was to be a runner. A good way of finding out what productions are shooting is to go on IMDb and look up British actors and see what they're up to at that time. And then once you found a production that you think you might like to work on, the next step was to call up members of the crew. So you'd go to a production manager or one of the ADs, the assistant directors, most likely the second or the third AD. And then you'd have to call them up and ask for work. And that was very, very daunting. Yeah, is Dave there? How did I get this number? What have I worked on before? Who do I know? The other thing I did was extra work, in other words being a supporting artist. A few of my friends were doing it at the time and it was an interesting way to learn how a film set works. You're waiting around a lot so you get the time to observe. Too much time. You meet some characters. I remember I was doing extra work on an advert for BlackBerry in Shepperton Studios. I was having a conversation with this one guy and then this other guy comes up to me in the middle of our conversation. Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation and everything you said was wrong. What? Why are you talking to me, bro? I don't know who you are. Go stand over there. So yeah, extra work was fun, but it's definitely not for everyone. The first big film I worked on as a runner was Red 2 with Bruce Willis and John Malkovich and people like that. And yeah, it was cool. I did 6 days on that. I haven't actually seen the film. Come to think about it, I haven't actually seen any films that I've worked on. I wonder if there's something in that. So yeah, after that I did a bit here and there, worked on a few more films, and eventually that led on to me getting a job at EastEnders, which changed everything for me. Doing EastEnders was great. It was obviously a big BBC drama. I'd watched it since I was a kid, and it was close by as well. Plus I was getting more work, more people were calling me, and having EastEnders on my CV definitely opened some doors for me. Being a floor runner on EastEnders was definitely intense. I remember my first day, I had to queue in Max Branning, Jake Wood, to walk into the cafe. And that was crazy because he's one of my favourite actors in there. EastEnders ended up calling me back regularly to do more work for them. And yeah, it sort of went from there. Essentially, that's how I got started in this industry. A lot has happened since then, and maybe I'll go into that in another video. If you've liked this video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.